Jackson digs it out. Hunsinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby. Gerald for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field. And gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a two-run shot. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com and the IHSA Champions Network. Here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana, as we have varsity girls basketball coming your way here tonight as we welcome in the 4-4 and 2-2 in MEC Conference play. Randolph Southern Rebels as they will be taking on your home team tonight, the 2-3 and 1-2 MEC Conference Wapahani Lady Raiders. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, back at again, back-to-back nights. Obviously, we had Raider boys basketball last night. Now tonight we return for the girls basketball team, in which, coming off of a tough loss last Saturday, we were supposed to actually play last Tuesday here at home against Blue River. That game was postponed. That has now since been moved to this coming Monday. So we will have tonight's game, and then we'll also be broadcasting Monday night, which that will be a varsity-only game as well. So looking forward to seeing these girls play again here. It's been, roughly about a week and a half, or a little over a week and a half since we last broadcast the girls' game. They've only had one game since, so it's nice to be back at it here with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Selma American Legion, Post 437. So, you look here, still early in the year. We're 5 games in. Obviously 6th game here tonight. Already now our 4th conference game. We've had our struggles. There's no doubt about that, but we've had our fair share of successes so far here as well. And again, you got to kind of roll with the punches right here. You've got to, continue to find ways to be positive, look at the things that you're doing correctly, continue to fine-tune the things, and work on things that might not, be as successful so far here in the beginning. Now, I will say we will be without freshman Nola Baker here tonight. She is sick, so we're thinking of her, and hopefully she'll be all right and be ready to get back at it hopefully on Monday. Also, our scorekeeper, Sasha Hudson, that is head coach Scott Hudson's wife, unable to be here, so we're thinking of her as well, and hopefully she'll be back sooner rather than later. It's important here for this team to get the reps in. Obviously, it's been a week since we last played. Obviously, that's not exactly what you're hoping for. You want to get as many games in as you possibly can. Luckily, we're able to get that Blue River game in this coming Monday. But it does hurt teams, a little bit. When you're, all you're doing is just practicing all the time, which, yes, that's great, to continue to work on things. But then you want to put those things into action by taking on other opponents, that is not yourself all the time. And so, it's good for these girls to get back out here. Again, like I said, yes, you're without Nola here tonight, but it's the next one up. That's the mentality that they have to have. We still have plenty of young ladies out here that can get the job done, and we're going to see that once again here tonight. So, hopefully the Raiders have had some time here to, kind of gather themselves here a little bit, with it being a week since they last played. And hopefully they had a great week of practice, and will put everything that they worked on in practice this week into full effect here tonight against the Randolph Southern Rebels. So Wapahani 2-3 here on the season, taking on the 4-4 Randolph Southern Rebels here in tonight's MEC action from Raider Gymnasium. Stick around here with us. We'll have tonight's national anthem as well as the starting lineups and tip-off coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Here as we take a look here at tonight's non-starters here. First for Randolph Southern, number 4, Gracie Minutes, as well as number 24, Memphis Miller, and number 42, Kinsey Ogden. Now for the next home elite real estate realtor, Austin Rich. Starting lineups here tonight for Randolph Southern. Starting at guard, she stands in a 5'3" senior, number 2, Aubrey Mills. At 1'4" to 6' senior, number 3, Haley Allen. At the other guard position, a 5'4" freshman, number 5, Michaela Menace. At the other guard position, a 5'4" senior, number 10, Brooklyn Gerber. And at forward, a 5'9" junior, wearing number 14, Jocelyn Smith. Again, the Rebels are coached by Jordan Austin. And now we'll take a look here at the non-starters here tonight for your Wapahani Raiders. The non-starters will include number 2, Maya Mitchell, number 20, Claire Merle, number 22, Taylor Felton, number 31, Arian Williams, number 32, Addison Denny, and number 45, J.C. Sexton. And again, here for your next Elite Real Estate Realtor, Austin Rich, starting lineup here for your Wapahani Lady Raiders. Starting at guard, a 5'3" senior, number 12, Zoe Koger. At the other guard position, she's a 5'7" junior, wearing number 21, Ava Cook. At guard, a 5'5" junior, number 23, Bella Richardson. Starting at forward, a 5'11" freshman, number 25, Savannah Fitzgerald. And at forward, a 5'10" senior, number 50, Maddie Grove. Again, your Raiders are coached by Scott Hudson, assisted by Adam Faulkner and Caleb Henderson. Folks, stay right here with us. Tip-off coming up here on the WHS Network.
Pass to the basket, gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell, right wing, 3 is up, and good. Yes! Camden Bell making it rain, baby.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here to the WHS Network. Again, we'll have a smaller crowd here tonight, but hopefully it will be a mighty one here throughout the evening. Again, as tonight's game presented here by next hometown realtor Courtney Felton, we will officially get tonight's game underway here at 7:46 p.m. here on this Saturday, December the 6th, 2025. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Ava Cook here with a handoff here to Bella Richardson. Again, the Raiders coming into the ball game 2-3 on the season, currently 1-2 in the MEC Conference. While Randolph Southern here on the flip side of things coming in at an even 4-4 on the season. Again, with their MEC Conference record at 2-2. Cook out near half court. Guarded there by number 2, Aubrey Mills. Fitzgerald swung on here to Richardson. Again, you would love to see Fitzgerald be a little bit more active right here. I know, in quite a few games, she's only getting maybe 5 to 7 shots. At least, from my standpoint, I would definitely be looking to get her the ball every time down floor. I mean, you got to use that 5'11" frame. Talented young lady. You want to get her as many opportunities there at the rim as possible. So I'd love to see, if the Raiders can possibly get her 15 shots. I think that's going to be extremely beneficial, and that's at the bare minimum of getting her at least 15 shots. So Koger right there, the handoff then to Grove. Now Bella Richardson here on the near side of the floor. Gives away to Ava Cook. Drives the left side of the lane, but that was quickly cut off right there by Brooklyn Gerber there of Randolph Southern. So that foul there on Gerber will be her first, team's first here of the evening. So Richardson to inbound it here along the baseline. And all the way out here near the 10-foot volleyball line here is Zoe Koger. Got to have fluent offense right here. Got to make sure we're taking good care of the basketball. Nice pass by Richardson. And look at Maddie Grove cashing in right there. Again, so important, folks, to get our post players in the game plan here. Make sure that they're getting plenty of action down there on the low block, giving them opportunities. There's Randolph Southern will collect their first turnover here of the evening. And again, our guard play is good. We've got scores. Ava Cook, Zoe Koger, Bella out there. Even if we bring in, Addison Denny, you might even see potentially Taylor Felton, Claire Merle tonight. You never know who it might be, but it's going to be important, especially now without Nola. We're going to have to really make sure that our guard play, is even more important right now. Make sure to find the open one. Make sure to limit turnovers. Nola usually is the one that brings the ball for her and Zoe Koger both. So this time, it's going to be kind of another shared opportunity here with probably some Ava and Zoe here tonight. Might even see Bella at times. You never know. And a little over 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Right side here, Richardson. The screen there from Grove. Now the handoff to Koger. Koger drives it left. And Wapahani doing a nice job right there. Good ball movement. That was a really nice pass there from Bella Richardson, finding the open Maddie Grove there for 2 more. Nice denial there by Fitzgerald. And ends up creating the turnover, the second turnover now on Randolph Southern this evening. Cook lost a handle on it, but then it goes right through the wickets there of the Randolph Southern defender. That was number 5, Menace. So again, possession will stay here with Wapahani. Under 4.5 to play here in the first. It's going to be Richardson to inbound. Finds Grove. Dumps it down low. There's Fitzgerald. No good. Again, for whatever reason, the clock did not start on the screen. So we are all squared away now once again. Again, that ball was deflected out of bounds off of Randolph Southern. Inbounded there to Fitzgerald. Lost a handle on it there initially. Finds Richardson. Works it back down low, and another deflection out of bounds, and it's going to stay right here once again with Wapahani here at the 4:16 mark. So now Ava Cook to inbound. Inbounded here to Richardson. The 3 is up. Just a touch short. That's going to be rebounded. That's by number 42, Kinsey Ogden. She came in just a few moments ago. So the foul here on Wapahani is number 12, Zoe Koger, her first, team's first here tonight. At the line, shooting 2 for Randolph Southern. It's going to be number 3, Haley Allen. So the first one will be up and good. I tell you what, during these free throws, it's about as quiet as a church mouse in here. Second 2 up and good as well. So Allen cashes in on both opportunities there for the Rebels. Inbounded here to Koger from Ava Cook, the screen. Got to get it up floor right here. Ideally, it'd be nice, have someone right there at half court just as a more of an outlet pass, or even possibly set a screen and end up setting a high screen right there. That ends up being a legal one there by Maddie Grove, her first, team second. Now the second turnover here for the Raiders. And so again, Aubrey Mills will bring it across half court here for the Rebels. Ends up finding Gerber. Now Ogden down there on the low right block, kicks it back out to Gerber. Now up top here to Allen. Cross court pass. The 3 is up and no good. Fitzgerald with the rebound, but then lost a handle on it. Goes right back through for 2 for Ogden. So we recorded our first rebound of the night, but then unfortunately turned it over here for the third time. And there's Maddie Grove on the other side. Again, great court vision there from Koger, finding the open Maddie Grove right there, and then excellent work here from Maddie. All 6 points here for the Raiders so far here in this first quarter. Got the deflection right there from Grove. Now the shot fake and awkward off-balance shot. No good, so Allen will head back to the free throw line for a pair. As the foul will be here on Raiders number 50, Maddie Grove. That's going to now be her second, team's third. First free throw attempt will be up and off the right side of the rim, no good. In comes Addison Denny. So you'll see her first action here tonight. Grove will have a seat here probably for at least definitely the rest of this first quarter. Second free throw attempt, and we'll have a lane violation. Looks like on Fitzgerald here of Wapahani. So Haley Allen will have one more opportunity here for the Rebels. And connects on that extra one. Unfortunate there for Wapahani, but got to get back at it right here. Got to find a way to get some points on the offensive end. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout here on the floor taken by Wapahani. This will be their first charge timeout here of the evening. And while we have an opportunity right here, we would like to thank some of our sponsors here tonight. So again, we'd like to thank our game sponsor here tonight, Next Home Elite hometown realtor Courtney Felton. Great teams win with heart, hustle, communication, and trust. And those are some great values that Next Home Elite Real Estate hometown realtor Courtney Felton brings to every real estate move. Whether you're buying or selling, she is there to use her local roots to meet your real estate needs every step of the way. Call Courtney Felton at 765-748-6334. So again, greatly appreciate Next Home Elite Real Estate hometown realtor Courtney Felton for her sponsorship of us here on the WHS Network and being a proud supporter of Wapahani Athletics. So as we return to action right here, again, Wapahani finds himself down by 3. Nearly 2.5 to play here in this first quarter. And Wapahani got very lucky right there. Here comes Richardson from downtown. Yes! Bella Richardson tickles the twine. So that will tie things up at 9. To the right side of Gerber. Oh, might have got away with a travel right there. Up top now, that's number 2, Mills, to the left side shot. No good right there by Ogden, rebounded by Denny. Dish down low, Fitzgerald. Love to have seen her maybe face up to the basket right there and take that 2-point shot. Again, got to utilize our tall girls. Grove's done a nice job. Love to see Fitzgerald become a little bit more active. So I'm telling you what, that young lady, a lot of talent right there. She's a walking double-double without a doubt. So again, she's got to be confident in herself to be able to take those shots and to know that she can hit these underneath. So then a pass deflected away there by Gerber, lands out of bounds, so it's going to stay possession-wise here with the Raiders. As number 5, Michaela Menace, and number 24, Memphis Miller, will now check in here for the first time tonight. Obviously, Menace started here this evening, so she returns to the floor. Cook finds Richardson, now back to Cook here at the top, swung on. Koger finds Fitzgerald. And again, you know, that's where, and even the coaches are telling her, shoot the basketball. She faced up to the basket. You've got to be able to trust yourself to take that shot and to knock it down. Inbounded here to Koger on the left side wing. Back to Cook. And again, you know, with the way the Rebels are playing defensively right here, biggest key is getting the ball here to the middle. Nice job right there. Again, working the ball around the perimeter. Now Denny along the baseline. The shot's up, no good. I believe that was rebounded there by Michaela Menace. Indeed it was. As that will head out of bounds here at the 37-second mark remaining here in the first period. So it will be Menace to inbound it for the Rebels. Finds Allen. Now the shot from the free throw line. The bank's not open. Rebounded there by Richardson. Her first rebound here of the night. So the jump ball. Again, the possession favors Randolph Southern. And right through the hands there of Michaela Menace. Turnover number 3 now for the Rebels. There were 28 seconds to play. Left side here to Koger. Now Cook. Looking to drive, finds Richardson, works it down near the baseline. As that ball again deflected out of bounds. Looking for Fitzgerald down there. So again here with 16 seconds, will be Ava Cook to inbound. Inbound to Fitzgerald. There we go. So Savannah Fitzgerald there with her first points there on the night. Go along with a rebound. Ties at 11. 6 seconds remains. Ball deflected away. Ogden trying to pick it up. Some heavy traffic creates the turnover, and that will end this first quarter play. So we're squared up at 11 at the end of one. Again, tonight's game presented by Next Home Elite Real Estate hometown realtor Courtney Felton. We'll be back here with your second quarter of action here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, again, welcome back here on the WHS Network as we enter the second quarter of action here this evening, again, from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, we want to say welcome and thank you for spending your Saturday evening here with us. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, this game tied at 11 as we enter this second quarter of action. Bella Richardson to inbound. Finds Cook here in the corner. Shot fake, now works it around here to Koger. Koger looking to find Cook, gets it to her. So now the Raiders set up here for essentially a triple high screen. Instead, decide to opt out of that and go with something else. Koger dribbles left side, finds Cook there on the handoff. So again, now Koger on to Richardson, the three on the way, no good. A battle for the basketball, and it's going to create a jump ball in which that will favor Randolph Southern. That ball deflected there by Richardson. It's going to stay here with the Rebels. Allen inbounds it, and now we'll have a traveling violation. That'll be the fifth turnover now of the evening for the Rebels. So let's see if Wapahani can find a way to make good of this extra opportunity off the takeaway. Nice job there by Cook, finding her way around the defender Aubrey Mills. Richardson here at the right side wing. The handoff to Cook. Grove here at the top, the key. Works it down low. Fitzgerald back out. Good inside-outside game. Richardson no good. Oh, that's unfortunate there. Fitzgerald will get the over-the-back foul called on her. That's her first. Team's first here of the quarter. Left side here, Allen looking for Mills and creates the over and back violation. So again, the Raiders pick up the pressure, force the turnover right from the get-go. Cook there across half court. The screen there from Grove. Pick and roll action, but instead ends up in the hands there of number 14, Jocelyn Smith. So the foul here on the Raiders, that will be on number 12, Zoe Koger. That's now her second, team's second. So 2 free throws here for Smith. First one will be up and good. And the second one good as well. Cook right here will work that one across half court. And that's another turnover. 6 of them now for Wapahani. Matches the same total here for Randolph Southern. Again, nearly 5.5 to play here in the first half. 13-11. The Rebels are on top, make that 15-11. Thereafter, the layup from the 42, Kinsey Ogden. Or actually, that was number 24, Memphis Miller, that got that bucket right there. And so we'll have a timeout here from Wapahani. Second charge timeout here of the evening. 15-11. Randolph Southern leads it here with 5:27 to play here in the first half. All right, well, welcome back here, folks, again to tonight's high school girls basketball game between Randolph Southern and Wapahani. Again, tonight's game once again presented here by Next Home Elite Real Estate hometown realtor Courtney Felton. Again, under 5.5 to play here in this first half. Wapahani find themselves down by 4. Again, some costly turnovers. And there's another one. Has been the biggest issue right here. We've committed about 3 or 4 turnovers. I think 4 turnovers here in this second quarter. So again, that's unfortunately proved to be a little costly right here. Luckily, though, we're only finding ourselves down by 4. So we're getting stops here defensively, but we've got to take better care of the basketball and be more efficient here on the offensive end of the ball. That ball deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Randolph Southern. It was number 10, Brooklyn Gerber. We'll check back in for the Rebels. It's going to be Haley Allen to inbound. Oh, no, rather, she's off the floor. Okay. Instead, it's actually going to be Aubrey Mills to inbound. Ogden gets called with a traveling violation. 7th turnover now for the Rebels. So Koger will inbound. Finds Cook. Koger going to take it herself and was looking for Fitzgerald. Unfortunately, that pass went just a little bit too far wide. It's got 4:50 to go. Swung on over here. That was number 10, Gerber. As she will turn that one over. So right now, I mean, it is the giving time of the season right here. Both teams have been giving the ball away a lot more than what you'd be looking for right here. Is again, Fitzgerald had an opportunity right there. I'm a little surprised that she didn't go right back up with that. I know head coach Scott Hudson was adamant about her going right back up with it, but then she passed the ball right back out. So 2 more there for Memphis Miller. Grove, no good. So Gerber back the other way, finds Miller down low. Good job there by Fitzgerald, keeping the hands straight up in the air. Again, has the height, the long arms to go with it. Excellent job right there defensively there from Savannah. So Richardson back in the ball game here for Wapahani. Somebody's got to get to the middle of the floor. Phew, mercy. Koger underneath the Fitzgerald. And now another turnover. 9th now the half. Now the 6th here in this quarter. The 3 from the quarter shooter, Michaela Menace, somehow ends up getting her own rebound. Now the ball deflected away as Menace will recover. Ogden now at the top. Smith lost the handle on it. Cook will corral it. There's turnover number 9, and now we're going to have a jump ball. And the basketball will end up in the possession here of Wapahani after the jump ball situation. That ball touched and ends up landing out of bounds for another Raider turnover. So 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Allen for 2 and will not get the bucket to go, but she will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. The foul is on Raider number 23, Bella Richardson, her first. That will be team's 3rd. So again, Allen out the line for 2 of them as the friendly roll gets that one to go. The second of 2. Catches that in front of the rim right there, got the bounce, and plops that one right down through the bottom of the net right there. So 7 points now for Allen on the night. Grove no good. Fitzgerald there with the rebound, can't get the putback to go. And we've got another loose ball on the ground, and it's going to head back in favor of Randolph Southern after the jump ball. And we will get a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout taken here by Randolph Southern. This will be their first charge timeout here of the night here with 2:25 remaining here in this first half. Stay right here with us, folks. We'll be back right after this message. All right, folks, welcome back into tonight's game presented by Next Home Elite Realtor, hometown realtor, that is, Courtney Felton. A 19-11 lead. Again, 2:25 to go in this first half. Wapahani, well, they were down by 8. Now it's 10. So Allen there with a made bucket near the right side elbow. Koger's just kind of blazed right on by him. Find Richardson. Now the pass underneath. Fitzgerald up and good for 2. That's what we like to see. That was a good pass there from Richardson. Fitzgerald there with a fine finish. 4 points, couple of rebounds now for Savannah. Maddie Grove has had a great night so far. She has 6 points. And then the other 3 for Bella Richardson. Hasn't been really a whole lot of shot attempts. That pass picked off there by Koger. 10th turnover now for Randolph Southern. Raiders have got to be in attack mode. Got to aggressively go to the rim right here. We've got we did have a loose ball. And we'll have a foul here on Richardson. It's going to be her second, team's fourth. Okay. So again, Richardson there with her second foul. Again, that was the team fourth. We've got 3 girls right now with 2 fouls apiece. And that's going to be another Rebel turnover. Cook looking to go coast to coast. No good. And that's going to be deflected out of bounds off Wapahani. Got to find a way to come up with those points right there. Unfortunately, it didn't happen this time, but hopefully next time. As we near the minute mark, the left hand no good. And I believe this might be on, oh no, it's going to be on Maddie Grove. So Grove will now pick up her third, team's fifth, so 2 more shots here for Haley Allen. And the first free throw attempt will be up, and it will be good for Allen. Now at the 10-point mark there for that young lady. Might be seeing Addison Denny here in just a moment. Second free throw attempt will be up and good as well. So back to a 10-point lead. Denny back in the game as Grove will have a seat. We have Zoe Koger here to inbound it. Finds Richardson, works her way along the sideline. Underneath, Denny, up and good. Nice job getting up for there from Bella Richardson, then finding Addison Denny down court. Addison now with a couple of points and a rebound. That ball deflected away, and Allen picks it up, finds number 14, Smith, and then Miller there from the left side block, good there for 2. Cook now pushes it up floor. On to Koger. Underneath, Fitzgerald will be fouled. And so the foul here on Randolph Southern will be on number 24, Memphis Miller. That's her first. Team's first here of the quarter. Only their second team foul of the ball game. To the corner. Cook, the 3 is on the way, and money from downtown. Big time shot right there by Ava Cook. That gets the Raiders here within 7. They can find a way to get a stop right here. It'll make you feel at least a little bit better heading into the locker room, but ends up collecting a foul here on Zoe Koger. So that's now going to be her third. So 3 shots here for Haley Allen. 11 seconds to play here in the second quarter. First one's up and good. And I couldn't really tell. It looked like Koger might have gotten some of the ball, could have gotten some of her hand. Also, with a block out after, I don't know exactly what that's for. As far as where they called the foul, I don't know if it was she hit her hand or what, but nonetheless, Allen converts on all 3 of them. So that was a big miscue there for the Raiders. So we've got a foul here on number 14, Jocelyn Smith, her first, team's second of the quarter. 8 seconds to play. Again, if the Raiders can somehow find a way to get a bucket right here to end the half, again, something be better than nothing. Inbounded here to Denny, up 4 to Koger. Still 4 seconds to work with, and that shot, they say, is blocked out of bounds. With 2 seconds left. Koger will inbound it. Oh, my. Got Richardson open. And we will not even get a shot off. So that will do it here for the first half. It's going to be Randolph Southern 28, Wapahani 18 here at the break. Stick around here with us, folks. We'll have our halftime report coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is, and has always been, to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, And when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
All right, folks, welcome back here on our Air Park Door game break at the half. Again, it's Randolph Southern 28, Wapahani 18. Again, the Raiders, I'll tell you, we started off, really that first quarter was very productive, I thought, all in all. It was tied at 11 there at the end of the first. We were efficient, really, for the most part on offense. We only had 3 turnovers. But then things got ugly there in that second quarter, unfortunately. And really, it was really ugly on both sides. Randolph Southern, though, the difference is they've made good on these extra opportunities on the offensive end of the floor. Randolph Southern has 11 turnovers at the half, Wapahani with 10. So we had 7 turnovers there in the second quarter. But Randolph Southern, again, they have 1 more turnover than us, but yet they're 10 points ahead on the scoreboard. Yet again, that tells me that they've been, converting on Wapahani's turnovers, where unfortunately for us, we have not converted on Randolph Southern's turnovers. So that's, really in all honesty, that's the biggest difference. If we can just clean things up in that department, be more efficient on offense, and are able to find a way to get some good shots. Really we haven't, I don't feel like we've shot the ball very often. We might have had, I don't even know, we might have had maybe 12 to 15 shots in that first half. It didn't seem like it was much. Try to obviously aim to go more towards the rim, be a little bit more aggressive, and being more in attack mode. And not only that, but I think the biggest thing is, and I mentioned this earlier, we've got to find a way to get the ball to our post players. We've seen that early. Maddie Grove, right out of the gate, I think it was the first 4 or 6 points. Maddie ended up having 6 in the first half. Unfortunately, she was in a little bit of foul trouble. But find our post players. Get the ball down low. Obviously with Randolph Southern being more in a 2-3 zone, obviously you got to look to get the ball to the middle, which is right around the free throw line. I think if we can start to work the ball there a little bit more and then work our way down, because a lot of what we've done offensively is just working the ball around the perimeter, and that can only work for so long. We've got to find our way closer towards the basket. That's where the higher percentage shot is. And so things didn't pan out as well there in the first half, but yet again, that's why there's 2 halves of basketball. We have the ability to find our way back in. We're not out of this game by any means. You still have 16 minutes to play. But it starts with taking good care of the basketball, getting off to a good start to begin the second half, getting stops defensively, and then converting on the offensive end and keep creating turnovers. We've done a really nice job on the defensive end of creating turnovers. Then it's just about what are we doing on the offensive side after those turnovers. So if we're able to be more efficient and start converting, things will turn back the other direction in our favor here in the second half. So make sure to stay with us. We'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back. Here is Wapahani will open up this second half of play with possession of the basketball. Again, both teams look like they will be returning to their original starting lineups on both sides. So for the Raiders, it's going to be Koger, Fitzgerald, Richardson, Grove, and Cook on the floor. Grove there with a rebound. Can't get the putback to go, but then Richardson gets a rebound as well. But again, now for Randolph Southern, there's Cook will be up and good for two, and that's a great job right there. We didn't give up on the possession. We stayed at it right there and found a way to get the ball and put it through the bottom of the net right there. So now an 8-point lead here for Randolph Southern. Again, Mills as well as Allen, Menace, Gerber, and Smith are on the floor. That ball lost out of bounds. And it's going to head back the other way in favor of Randolph Southern. Again, the first turnover there of the half here for Wapahani. Again, the Raiders, they're in that first half there as number 14 Smith will just pretty much walk right down the middle of the lane right there for two. The Raiders were led there in the first half by Matty Grove, 6 points. Gerald there with 4, with a couple of rebounds. Also, you had Richardson with 3 and 1 rebound. Ava Cook with 3 points, and then Addison Denny with 2 points and a rebound. And Wapahani will give it away once again here, second time already here through the first, darn near minute and 29 seconds. Allen kicks it over here to Menace. Now underneath. Mills no good. Rebounded by Koger. That's her first rebound here of the night. Love to see her get some shots up right here. I don't even know if she's even taken one shot so far, has Koger. As that ball will be deflected away and then saved. Cook will end up getting the recovery of the basketball. So we'll have a blocking foul here on Mills. That will be her first, team's first here of the quarter. There's 6 minutes and 1 second to go. Here is freshman number 22, Taylor Felton, now in here for the first time this evening. And she played pretty solidly there in that junior varsity game here tonight. Again, we end up getting here late, with the Christmas and Selma celebrations. The Raiders will turn it over again. They had the Christmas and Selma celebration tonight. Again, we talked about that and, in a number of our broadcasts here within the last about month or two. We talked about it last night. Talked to Cook and Bell, Brett and Michelle Cook. Talked to them as we've been travel here on the Rebels. Number 3, Allen. First turnover here of the second half there for them. But I was down there for that. Great time. And so that's why we were not able to be here to broadcast the JV game here tonight. We got here right about the third quarter there in that one, but the JV did win tonight, coming up with a big-time W, and the varsity team trying to do the same thing, and Ava Cook will put that one through there for 2 more. She's now up to 7 points here on the evening for the Raiders. Coming out red hot to begin the second half, already 4 points. Allen, that 3 will be up and no good. Rebounded by Cook. That's her first of the night. Outlet pass here to Koger. Down floor, that's Taylor Felton. The shot's up, no good. Good looking shot though there by the freshman. And a foul here on the way up. Haley Allen again. She's been at the line quite a bit, but again, that's because she's aggressively going towards the rim, looking to score, but also forcing contact. So the foul there on Koger, that's now going to be her fourth. Team's first here of the quarter. So the first one will be up, and it will be good. Here as Ogden as well as Miller back in for the Rebels. Bella Richardson back in for Wapahani as Koger, again with 4 fouls, will have a seat. I would highly doubt that you'll be seeing her the rest of this third quarter. And no good right there. Rebounded by Grove, her third of the night. Go along there with 6 points. Again, 15 points now for Haley Allen of Randolph Southern. Has essentially half of Randolph Southern's points. That ball turned over off the pass there by Richardson. Smith underneath the Miller. Lost a handle on it. And Felton goes after the loose ball. Love the hustle there from Taylor. As the jump ball again forced, it's going to stay right here with Randolph Southern. Here with 4:36 remaining here in the third period. In a 9-point lead. Wapahani not out of this by any means. But we've got to avoid shooting ourselves in the foot here, so to speak. So the foul here on number 25, Savannah Fitzgerald. That's her second, team second. And 2 more shots here for Allen. She's got to have darn close to 10 to 12 free throws already in this one. And we're going to have a timeout taken here by Wapahani. This will be a full timeout on the floor, so he will have 2 timeouts remaining, 32-22. We'll be back here following the commercial break here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back again to tonight's small game, again presented by Next Only Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton. Again, we have 1 more free throw for Haley Allen of Randolph Southern. Again, knocked down the first of 2. The second of 2 will be up and good as well. So again, 17 points here for the senior forward from Randolph Southern. Grove here at the top, looking for Felton. She'll get it to her. Cross-court pass on the inbound to Felton. Nice screen there from Fitzgerald. Richardson on the right side wing. Now the handoff to Cook again. Gets the ball to the middle. Back out to Felton. The 3 is on the way. No good. Rebounded by Ogden. And here comes the Rebels back the other way. Haley Allen taking a lead right here. Dumps it down low. Miller up and good for 2 more. Felton for 2. No good. I don't know. That ball might have been deflected right there or blocked. And that pass thrown well out of bounds for the second turnover now for the Rebels. Inbounded here to Felton. Nice job right there again. Slowing things down a little bit and then reversing the basketball. Richardson now on to Grove. Oh, boy. Grove might have got away with the travel right there. Cook, while the aggressiveness. Fitzgerald there with a rebound. Cook no good. Fitzgerald yet again. Now Grove will pick up the basketball, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay here with Wapahani. So Cook to inbound along the baseline. Inbounds it here to Felton. Nice shot fake. Now Fitzgerald there from the right side elbow. No good. Deflection up in the air. Fitzgerald corrals her 5th rebound. And now a foul on, looks like it's going to be on number 5. Indeed it will be. So Michaela Menace will pick up her first, team's 2nd. Felton will get the runner to go. Nicely done. So Taylor Felton there with her first points. Had a real nice JV game tonight. And there's Haley Allen right back at it for 2 more. 19 points now tonight here for that young lady. Richardson here on the right side wing, dribbles it underneath, looking for Fitzgerald. Is able to finally get it to her. Now Cook here on the outside. Richardson drives the right side baseline, no good. Cook there with a rebound and is fouled. So Ava will now head to the charity stripe there for 2 shots. The foul was on number 10, Brooklyn Gerber, her 2nd, team's 3rd. So again, Cook shooting 2. Since the first one will be up. And off the back iron, no good. First free throws of the game here for the Raiders. Be number 14, Jocelyn Smith, checking back in for the Rebels. The 2nd of 2 will be up and will be good. We'll take that all day, every day. Better than coming up empty. Mills up for to Ogden. And Miller now fouled on the way up here at the buck 50 mark in the 3rd. So that foul will be on number 23, Bella Richardson. That's now her 3rd, team's 3rd. So now you have Koger with 4, Richardson with 3, Grove with 3, and Fitzgerald with 2. So that's the foul situation here as Miller will come up empty here on the first one. The 2nd of 2. It will be up. And good. Oh, just over the head there, Grove, and that's going to be turnover number 5 here in the half. Smith out to Allen, the 2 no good. Miller will track down the backside rebound and then turn it over. 3rd turnover now for Randolph Southern. Get an outlet pass right there to Cook as she's going to bring it across. Cook now to Fitzgerald. That pass deflected and turned over. And a traveling violation. Then took one too many steps after she stopped her dribble and tried to pivot. Inbounded here to Grove. Nice screen there from Grove. Cook looks to get to Richardson, able to finally get to her. Underneath, Fitzgerald out to Felton. I'd give it right back to her. And so the jump ball, and it's going to favor Randolph Southern. Allen here in the right side elbow, dribbles down low, facing heavy pressure there from Felton and Fitzgerald. And now a timeout on the floor will be taken here by the Rebels. And this looks to be a 30-second timeout here on the floor. And so we will step aside here for a timeout of our own. It is Randolph Southern 38, Wapahani 25. All right, welcome back. 32 seconds to play here in the third quarter with Wapahani down by 13. And got to get a stop and got to find a way to get a score here before the end of this half, or quarter rather. There's your stop. Oh, but unfortunately we give it right back. And darn near another takeaway. And Mills up and good for two. We've got to hurry up and get this ball inbound and get up court. Holy Moses. And Cook tackled on the play. Here with 2 seconds to go. And we're going to have a brief stoppage right here, folks. Oh, maybe not. Cook, I don't know if she got one to the chest or to the face. But nonetheless, Zoe Koger now back in the ball game. Again, that foul was on Ogden. That's her first, team's fourth. So 2 seconds remain. Hopefully Koger won't pick up a foul right here. And we'll have to worry about that. That's going to do it here for this third quarter. At the end of 3, Randolph Southern 40, Wapahani 25. We'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back in here, basketball fans. Again, with our game tonight, again presented by Next Home Elite hometown realtor Courtney Felton. Again, 40-25, Randolph Southern leads it. Here as we head to the fourth quarter, again, the Raiders. We've got some work to do. Again, still some time. No reason to panic, but we've got to find a way to be productive here on both ends of the floor. And unfortunately, again, the shot blocked there by Allen. Off the shot there from Koger. We can't afford to continue to keep coming up empty on offensive possessions. That was a nice job defensively there from Fitzgerald. There's Felton. Ends up corralling the rebound and then was wrestling her way around to get away. Fight for possession of the basketball. Inbounded here to Felton. Back to Koger. Ooh. I think we might have got away with one right there. Nice screen from Grove. Felton reverses it now. Works her back to the right side. Now to the top here to Koger. Koger down low to Grove. Good shot. Good shot. Just couldn't get the friendly bounce to go. So Ogden there for 2 more. That's now 4 points for her on the night. So the foul here will be on number 24, Memphis Miller, her second. Team's first to the quarter, and that will send Zoe Koger to the free throw line for 2 shots. First free throw attempt will be up off the front iron, no good. Second of 2 up and good. Right on. So Koger there with her first point here on the night. Again, really hasn't had too many opportunities, to be quite honest with you. There's the Rebels will give it right back to us. But again, I don't think Koger might have shot the ball maybe twice, 3 times at the very most. But I don't even know if she even has that many shot attempts. Richardson works it out to Grove. Oh, man. Could have had Fitzgerald open down low. Felton now the handoff here to Koger. Screen there from Fitzgerald. And then we'll have a reach-in foul here on number 42. That's Kinsey Ogden, her second, team second. And checking back in, Michaela Menace and Brooklyn Gerber here for Randolph Southern. Again, a touch over 6 minutes to play here in regulation. Inbounded. There's Fitzgerald. Nicely done. Well-designed play. Perfectly executed there between Richardson and Fitzgerald. It's now 6 points, 5 rebounds now for Savannah. And the three-pointer's up and good there for Haley Allen. That was well contested, too. You know, Grove got over there. I can't remember who else got over there, but I mean, contested shot. Just job well done. Koger cross-court pass. Gives way now to Felton. Nice screen from Fitzgerald. Koger tries to work it down low. That pass deflected. Now gives it right back to her and ends up landing out of bounds.
Number 21, Ava.
So Cook back in here. Glad to see that she's all right. To the left side, Smith cross-court pass here to Gerber. Now it's number 5, Menace. She's looking for Allen. Grove ends up collecting on the takeaway. Koger on the Felton. Lost the handle on it, Cook. Felton now, thought might maybe a handoff to Koger right there, but instead we'll have a foul here on Randolph Southern's number 14, Jocelyn Smith, her second, team's third. We'll have Addison Denny return to the floor. Grove will have a seat. So again, the Raiders have Cook, Koger, Felton, Fitzgerald, and Denny on the floor. With nearly 5 minutes to go. Cook drives the right side, facing heavy pressure, finds Felton, works him down low. Fitzgerald, nice post move and nice finish.
Fitzgerald for 2.
And we've got some pretty good production here tonight. You know, Grove has been kind of silent offensively. You know, I mean, obviously been a little bit of foul trouble here, but you know, she started right out of the gate right there like a ball of fire. Had 6 points right there, hasn't scored since, but it's really done a nice job on the inside, rebounding here tonight. Fitzgerald done the same thing. Number one's really worked their tail off. Unfortunately, right now, not on the smiling side of the scoreboard at the moment, but we're going to keep on trucking. Pass underneath Fitzgerald. No good. Gets her own rebound and puts it right back in. So make that now 10 points, 6 rebounds. That will be taken away. And Koger on in there for 2 more. 3 points and rebound now for Zoe Koger. And now a timeout, so Wapahani showing some life right here. Find themselves now only down by 11. Again, the timeout taken by Randolph Southern. Stay right here with us. Again, with this full timeout on the floor, 45-34. Randolph Southern here with 3:50 to play. All right, folks, welcome back in. We'd like to send out a big thanks here to Henry Community Health Director of Sports Medicine, Tony Cox. He's your certified athletic trainer and is here to get our athletes back in a game and help them get better, stronger, and faster than ever before. For all of your rehab and recovery needs, contact Tony Cox with Henry Community Health Sports Medicine Enhancing Performance. Again, it's 765-521-1131. As we're having another traveling violation here on the Rebels. That is now their 10th turnover. Give them now 21 turnovers here on the night. Wapahani not too far behind them, only with 18. I mean, no comparative there with Randolph Southern. Koger finds Cook. A screen there from Denny. Gotten some stops right here. If we can keep this trend going and getting some scores. Cook, no good. Deflected out to Denny. The 3 on the way. No good. And that's going to be out of bounds off Randolph Southern. So Smith back in for the Rebels. And then Denny will be fouled on the way up. So the foul here on number 14, Jocelyn Smith, her third, team's fourth. And 2 free throws now for Addison Denny. Be big time right here if we can find a way to get this in single digits. First free throw attempt, up and no good. I'll blame myself on that one. Shouldn't have even said anything. All right, 1 for 2. That's been our trend so far here in this second half. Right now we're 3 for 6. Team free throw line. That one will be up and good there for Allen. 24 points now for the Rebel forward. Koger here at the top. Hand off to Felton. She'll take the top, the key. 3 and tickle the twine. Yes! Taylor Felton from downtown. 5 points now for her, and now down to a 9-point ball game with 2:40 to play. Ogden now for 3. No good. Denny with the rebound. That's her second on the night. And someone's going to help her out right here. That's going to be out of bounds. Off of Wapahani. And again, that's where the Raiders have got to recognize right there. I mean, Cook essentially all back there by herself. Yeah, she had no help whatsoever. Oh, man. Big-time three right there by Smith. That's going to be tough to come back from. That ball was deflected. Oh, boy. Well, it is what it is. So that's going to count as a turnover here for Wapahani. Now their 10th here of the half. And that's going to be a takeaway. Cook up for two. No good. Gets her own rebound and then fouled on the way up. So the foul number 14, Jocelyn Smith. That's her fourth. Team's fifth. And again, Cook at the free throw line for two of them. First one will be up and good. Nicely done. So Ava now with 9 points, 3 rebounds. Looking to make it an even 10. And she'll get it done. So again, the turnover. Randolph Southern not able to handle the pressure on that instance. Inbounded to Cook. Again, a 10-point game. Cook, shots up, no good. And we're going to have a reach-in foul there on Cook. So that will be her first. Team's first of the quarter. It's about the only girl that hasn't had a foul called on her, at least to this point until now. Everyone else here on Wapahani, we've had our fair share of foul issues here tonight. Smith underneath to Miller, gets that one to go. And so unfortunately, I think that might do it here tonight. Got to keep on fighting, though. Nicely done right there by Koger. I did not mean to click the three-point bucket. That was a 2-point basket there for Koger. Now 5 points on rebound. So the timeout here from Wapahani, that will leave us with one remaining. 52-42, 127 to play. Stick around here, folks. We'll be back following this timeout here on the WHS Network. Welcome back. Air Park Door game break. You can greatly appreciate Air Park Door, again located at 321 West Ontario Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Air Park Door has been voted as Muncie's quest for the best for the level of professionalism and knowledge they possess and the quality service they provide for a reasonable price. For more information, check them out on Facebook at Air Park Door and give them a call at 765-741-3667 for all of your garage door needs. So as we return from the timeout, again, Randolph Southern with 2 timeouts remaining, Wapahani with 1. Again, 5 team fouls here for Randolph Southern, only 1 for Wapahani. So again, anytime Wapahani gets fouled, they will instantly head to the free throw line. So if Randolph Southern fouls, it's going to be 2 shots automatically there for Wapahani. Rebels on the other side, the only way they're going to be shooting free throws is if it's actually a shooting foul. Allen again looking at inbound, and we'll get it there to Mills. So they say Fitzgerald got her there with the body. That's going to be her third, team's second. And it's going to be 2 shots here for number 2, Aubrey Mills. And the 5'3" senior guard here for Randolph Southern. First one will be up, and off the back iron, no good. The second of two will be up and no good, but then the offensive rebound. Well, first of all, we've got to block out right there. There's no reason to allow an offensive board. But then the foul there on Denny, that's her first, team's third. But, yeah, it's unfortunate. So first one Miller gets the first one there to rattle on home. Second free throw attempt up. And no good. Rebounded there by Denny. That's her third. Dish down low. Fitzgerald. No good. Rebounded by Miller. And really at this point here, if you're Wapahani, just, again, making sure we're still playing solid defense, getting turnovers. Cook up and good for two.
Timeout call by the Raiders.
So we'll get a full timeout here from Wapahani. So they will have no timeouts remaining. 53-44. Again, we'll step aside and we'll be back here on the WHS Network.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, folks, welcome back. 53-44 here with 56 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Once again, tonight's ball game presented by Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton. Again, a proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network. Wapahani, again, not saying it's impossible to find a way to potentially tie or win this game, but, no doubt, it's going to be an uphill battle right here to the very end. But, again, you got to keep fighting, got to keep clawing. Got to get stops right here. And we have a warning right there. They said that Fitzgerald reached across the end line. Nicely done. That's an offensive foul. Oh, boy. At least that's what it looked like. Maybe not. Yet again, I'm not the referee here. I just call the game. Doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm wrong either. So the foul there on Felton. So it's going to be her first, team's fourth. Really at this point, you got 33 seconds left. Highly unlikely. Again, still play good defense, try to force turnovers. Not sure it's really a good idea to even foul. But then again, I'm the one calling the game. Again, Wapahani, we was down by, I think it was like right around 16 points, 17 points here. And they kept clawing, kept fighting, kept clawing their way back into this one. Randolph Southern will turn that one over. That's the 14th turnover here of the half. That gives them 25 here on the night. But again, credit Wapahani right here. They didn't give up. They tried their darndest all the way here to the end. Fitzgerald, shots up, no good. And that will do it. So your final score here this evening, the Randolph Southern Rebels 53, your Wapahani Raiders 44. Again, the Raiders, with this loss here tonight, will now fall to 2-4 and 1-3 in the MEC Conference. Again, they'll be back at it on Monday night. And again, that's a makeup game from last Tuesday. Wapahani will take on Blue River in a varsity-only game. at 6:30 p.m. So please stick around here with us. We'll have our Raiders Live postgame show coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Digs it out. Hunsinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go. Here drives. Finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby. Harold for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger. Getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field, and gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here on our Raiders Live postgame show, again presented by Air Park Door. You got a proud sponsor here of the WHS Network. Randolph Southern victorious tonight over Wapahani. Again, 53-44 your final score here this evening. Again, Wapahani now falls to 2-4 on the season and 1-3 in the MEC Conference. Randolph Southern will now improve to 5-4 and 3-2 in the MEC Conference. So a tough loss, here tonight for Wapahani. Both teams had their issues with turning the ball over. Wapahani, we ended up finishing with 20 turnovers. It was 25 turnovers for Randolph Southern. But yet again, the difference was simply Randolph Southern when Wapahani turned it over, Randolph Southern was able to convert. And Wapahani, unfortunately, was not able to convert nearly as many times as what Randolph Southern was able to. So, no doubt, is frustrating. Hard-fought ball game. It's not like our girls. I mentioned this earlier. Our girls kept fighting until the very end. And that's what you want to see. You don't want them just to pack up shop and say, who cares? It is what it is. No. You got to keep playing, because you never know what can happen. And, and we've seen that, it didn't work out for us, but still, I believe at one point, I think we was down right around 15 to 16 points, I believe. I don't know that for 100% certain. I can't remember, but I think it had been darn close to that. And, we kept trying to do everything we could to find our way back into it. Again, we end up getting beat by 9. I'm not saying, that's a moral victory, but, like I said, in a pregame show, you got to kind of roll with the punches, take the good with the bad, and we could have just kind of folded and end up losing this game by 20 plus, but we didn't. I'm not saying that you should be pleased with a 9-point loss, but I think that there were some positive things that Wapahani can really focus on. Heading into Monday, we have a big game there against Blue River here at home Monday night. Again, it's a varsity-only game. There's no JV, but varsity-only game at 6:30 p.m. there on Monday night. So there's some teachable moments, some things that we need to correct, things that we did good. And keep working at it. Keep working hard, and stay together as a team. Hopefully Nola will be back Monday again. I'm not sure, but we're thinking of her, and hopefully she's all good. But as I mentioned earlier as well, it has to be the next person up. And we've seen girls step up here tonight. I think Ava Cook, that was most points she scored so far here this season. Without question tonight, she ended up having 12 points, which, again, I'll get to the point totals here in a minute. But, you've seen girls step up. Taylor Felton came in, provided some valuable minutes. Zoe Koger, she really didn't get a lot of shots off until really the fourth quarter, but she ended up finishing up there with 5. But, it's one of those things, that, again, one person's out, next person up, and not necessarily saying that everybody's easily replaceable, because they're not. But that's the mentality that you have to have. You have to have the mentality of, one person might be out, but it doesn't mean that we're, as a team that we're out. We've got to keep getting after it and find a way to win. And our girls just kept trucking along. Maddie Grove had a nice night tonight. Addison Denny came off the bench, provided some nice minutes. Bella Richardson, had a nice three-pointer, but did a nice job defensively, I thought. Found some girls with some of her good passes that she had. It was just everybody I thought contributed well. Again, it was just the turnovers and then they was able to convert and we weren't. Plain simple as that. So learn from it, get better, get back at it Monday nights here from Raider Gymnasium. Again, final line score here this evening. Ava Cook leading the way, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Savannah Fitzgerald right behind her here with 10 points and 7 rebounds. Next, Maddie Grove, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Taylor Felton with 5 points and 1 rebound, as well as Zoe Koger with 5 points and 1 rebound. Then we have Addison Denny, 3 points, 3 rebounds, and then Bella Richardson with 3 points and 2 rebounds there for the grand total. 44 points scored here tonight for your Wapahani Lady Raiders. Again, as I mentioned here with this 53-44 loss here tonight, the Raiders fall to 2-4 and 1-3 in the MEC Conference. Again, they'll be back at it Monday night. Again here at 6:30 p.m. against Blue River. Varsity only game. You can catch it live right here on the WHS Network. Again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in here this evening, spending your Saturday night here with us. I know you all could be doing something else, but we appreciate the support, not only for us, but more importantly for these ladies out here. They deserve it. They're working hard, doing the very best they can, and trying to get better every single day. So we're looking forward to Monday night, folks. Until then, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.